what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we're doing the recap from the Showtime pay-per-view card that took place on Saturday, October 15th. That was headlined by Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius for the, in a heavyweight showdown. It was actually a WBC semifinal eliminator in the heavyweight division. We'll talk about the main event in a few minutes. We're going to get into the undercard right now. We start with Emmanuel Rodriguez, a former bantamweight champion of the world, taking on Gary Antonio Russell, part of the Russell clan, as the Russell clan tries to continue to get their name out there and try to have multiple world champions with all the brothers that are in it. And Russell, not a bad fighter, and I predicted him to win this one, but Emmanuel Rodriguez shows that he's still a very solid bantamweight at 118, and he put himself seriously back on track with this win over Russell. A convincing decision and impressive performance. Maybe after Inoue and Butler, if Inoue is successful and becomes the undisputed champion and moves up in weight, maybe Rodriguez can be a threat again at 118 pounds. Next on the card was undefeated heavyweight prospect on the rise, Frank Sanchez, as he took on veteran Carlos Negron, and he did what he's supposed to do against Negron. He went out there, outboxed him, outclassed him, wore him down, stopped him in the 9th round, I believe, and stays undefeated, stays poised and moving towards what he hopes is going to be an eliminator in a wide open heavyweight division. In 2023, I believe this division is going to be wide open, with really only probably Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua sitting at the top of the division potentially. But I think Tyson Fury, after him and Alexander Usyk clear everything up, I'm not sure how many fights he's going to have, but I also just don't think he's going to hold on to his world titles anymore. I think he might start giving them up after becoming undisputed, maybe hold on to one in search of big fights only. But the heavyweight division does look like it's going to be wide open, and I think Frank Sanchez might have, a potential, he might be able to throw his name in the mix at the top of the division, so we'll see. The co-feature, Caleb Plant and Anthony Durrell in a super middleweight eliminator between two former champions, and Caleb Plant, was outboxing Anthony Durrell. No surprise there. That's what I predicted. I think a lot of people predicted that. But Caleb Plant showed power in this one. He broke down Anthony Durrell, and then in the 9th round caught him with a wicked left hook that put Anthony Durrell out. This was the biggest win of Caleb Plant's career for sure. A brutal 9th round knockout on a big card. Not a title fight, but that doesn't matter. Biggest win of his career. Definitely impressive. And now he shoots right back up the super middleweight rankings, and he's in line for David Benavidez. He's in line for Benavidez, a showdown with him, and I think there's no excuses anymore. But we'll discuss that on the what's next. Anthony Durrell, he was competitive to an extent, but he's older, and a knockout loss like that might be all she wrote. I haven't decided if he's still in the top 10, if he deserves a what's next. We'll see, but we'll get into that next week when I do their what's next videos. But Caleb Plant, huge win for him. Hats off to him. And I don't want to hear this stuff about the sportsmanship that he showed. Yeah, I don't agree that he should have done the digging of the grave on Anthony Durrell, but Anthony Durrell talked a lot of shit prior to that fight. So, and made it a race thing. He's not going to lose to a white boy. You got to, take one with the other. And again, I'm not saying it's okay what Caleb Plant did. It's definitely not classy, but hey, when you're pissed off and you got a statement to make, and remember, Caleb Plant's coming off his first loss, a knockout loss to Canelo, you try to, you might come out with a different kind of attitude. He had a statement to make, and he made it. And now we jump into the main event, Deontay Wilder and Robert Helenius, heavyweight eliminator, semifinal eliminator. And Deontay Wilder just went out there and destroyed Robert Helenius in one round. Well, I can't say destroy. It wasn't a bad competitive first round, but He landed a counter right hand, a short one, stiff one that put Robert Helenius out cold. And for any of the detractors that say, so what? Okay, this is what he's supposed to do against guys like this. If Deontay Wilder is back, then you fight a guy like Robert Helenius, and if you're still at the top of the division, you destroy a guy like Robert Helenius the way he did. So I'm impressed with that. I'm not so impressed that he scored the knockout. I'm impressed that he scored the knockout the way he did. I mean, 1 round, leaving no doubt. His power's still on point. He wants to still compete at a high level. And now he's in line to fight Andy Ruiz or potentially Alexander Usyk is what he thinks. I think it's going to be the Andy Ruiz fight, but we'll discuss that on his What's Next video. But Robert Helenius, you know, he rode the upsets against Konaki into a huge showdown with Wilder. Made some good money doing that. Wouldn't be ashamed to hang it up at this point following a loss like that, because he's definitely not a top 10 guy. Or he can go back and be a gatekeeper, so to speak, or a stepping stone guy and make some money that way. But you know, he got a huge opportunity and it didn't work out for him. But, you know, classy guy, good fighter. And Deontay Wilder, impressive performance. And yeah, I think he is back, and I'm excited to see Deontay Wilder back in boxing. He's very good for boxing. So big win, and that's what I got. That's the recap from the Wilder versus Helenius Showtime pay-per-view card that took place on Saturday, October 15th. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been here with the truth.